and welcome back to the ABC of Excel series. Now, in this video, we're going to be covering the basics of Excel, of cells, rows, and columns in Excel. So, yeah, I know that I've done brief introduction to all of this, but now we're going into them in depth. Now, understanding these basics is crucial because they are building blocks of everything that you want to do in Excel. Remember, I said this in my last video. So now, quickly, what are cells, what are rows, and what are columns? Let's start with a quick overview in Excel. Now, a cell is a single box where you can enter data. Now, each cell is identified by a colon letter and a row number. For example, this is cell A1. Like I said, it is a single box where you can enter your data. Now, and it is combined by a row and a column. So for example, this is column A and this is row 1. To know more about this, check my previous videos. So the combination of column A and row 1, where they meet, is called cell A1. Now, so columns go from top to bottom, from top to bottom, from top to bottom, and then rows go from left to right. Now, columns are identified as A, B, C. They are identified as letters, whereas rows are identified as 1, 2, 3. They are identified as rows. Now, together, or the combination of these columns and rows are what we know as cell grid or grid of cells or cells. Now, to select a single cell, all you just need to do is click on it. Bam, that's all. This is me selecting a single cell, selecting a single cell. Now you can tell it is selected because there's going to be like a green. If you're looking at it, there's like a green color around it. So that is it. It gives it like a green border. It should to make it different from other ones that were not selected. Now, if I click cell B2, that is my active cell. Now, to select an entire row, you have to click on the row number on the left side, which is this. I've selected the old row A1. This is me selecting the old row A2. And you can see that green border too, highlighting the old row. So, and if I want to select an entire column, this is it. I'm going to click on the letters, the top or on the letters at the top. So that is me selecting the O column. And you can see that that green border too is there to show that it is highlighted. Okay, you can see I've selected E, I've selected here. Now, to select the multiple cells, you can click and drag over them. You can see, click and drag over them. Sorry, click and drag over them. This is me selecting multiple cells. Click and drag over them. This is me selecting multiple cells. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, this is me clicking and dragging over there. So that is me selecting multiple cells. Now, if you actually you can also, another way to do is to use a shift key, a shift key. So if I click this and I press my shift key and I move my selection, my right click, sorry, I don't know why it is hanging. Oh, why are you hanging? Sorry about that. Your shift, so your shift and your shift key and your right cursor key can actually help. Your shift key can actually help and your right cursor key can actually help. Sorry about that. This is, and I wouldn't want to take much of our time in this video. You know, I've always promised short videos. So that is it. Now, you can add columns and you can delete columns. You can add columns, you can delete columns. You can add columns, you can delete columns. So if you want to add columns, right click on any row number, then choose insert. For example, if I want to add a row now, I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose insert. Please just follow my cursor, okay? I'm going to choose insert. So once I choose insert, it's going to add another row. So how do we know this? Let's write some words so that you will be able to see. Let's write like a book and then like a pencil. Now I want to add a row in between this book and pencil. I want a row to be there. Yeah, I want there to be a row in between the two. So what do? I'm going to select my entire row and I'm going to right click and I'm going to enter insert. So can you see that there is a row now in between the book and the pencil? The same way you're going to do for a colon. If I want to write something or I want to insert something in a colon, I'm going to do, let's write the same book and pencil. And I said something in the last class that when you want to um, insert a colon, Excel inserts the colon before the colon that you are presently, and not after it. So, for example, I want to insert another colon. I'm going to click on insert, and then you see that it has inserted the colon in between book and pencil. Now, the same way you're inserting is the same way you're deleting. I explained something in the last class that which I talked about how delete, right clicking and using delete is going to be very, very useful. So maybe these columns, I don't want them. I want to delete them. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click on select delete. Can you see that's deleted it? The rows that I created the other time, I don't want it. I'm going to right click and I'm going to delete. So that is it. So delete will shift your data up or to the left to fill in the space that what you deleted um, created or left. Now, sometimes you may want to adjust the size of rows and columns to make your data easier to read. So to change the width of a column, you have to over the line, like over the line, this line. And see, check out something. See the way my cursor is? Now it's showing a big plus. Now in between the line, it's showing like a thin plus. So hover over the line between two colon letters until you see a double arrow icon. This double arrow icon that you're seeing here, until you see that, and then you click and drag to adjust. And instead I've dragged it to adjust. The same way you can do for rows, you're going to come to the rows, drag and adjust. So that is how you adjust your width and you adjust the height. Now, if you want Excel to automatically size your column or row to fit the context, you can do something. You can double click on the line between the column letters or row numbers. What am I trying to say? If I want this column like it is too big, it's only pencil that I want to show there, but it looks big. What do? I double click. Can you see that it has resized it to what I have in there? It has resized it, automatically fit it. I can do that too for this book. It's going to automatically fit it in there. So auto fit is especially handy when you have longer text or larger numbers. I hope you're following. I hope I'm not boring you. Please, if you're enjoying this class, kindly click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, like, subscribe, and share it to share it. A teenager can understand, a small child can understand, youth can understand, and adults too can understand it. Thank you. Now, let's add a little formatting to our data to make it look better. Now, see, this is what we're going to do. We're going to select any cell or group of cells. This is it. Let's select some group of cells. And then we're going to go to the Home tab to apply basic formatting. So we can, probably make our text bold. So, for example, let's use what we are. Let's use this that we have data inside book, pencil, cleaner, by row, and then enter, pen, enter, and then yeah, by row, cover, yeah. So let's say that we have that, we have this. So now we want to actually, format it. So we've selected some cells or some group of cells. We want to make our text bold. We made it bold. Sorry about the system again. We want to increase the size. We talked about it to the other class. You can add a light background color to make it look okay. So these small changes make data easier to read. It makes data easier to understand and it helps you to highlight important areas. I talked about wrapping text too in the last times. Sometimes your text might be too long to fit in one cell. For example, this pencil feel like it's too long to fit in the cell. This cleaner fits looks like it's long. This is where the wrap test comes in. I just use the wrap test. For the pencil, I use wrap test. This is where it comes in. And then so Excel will keep all the text within the cell by expanding it vertically. So, and that's all for today's video. Now you know the basics of working with cells, rows, and columns, from selecting and organizing them to adjusting their size and adding basic formatting. In the next video, we're going to go deeper into formatting, making our data look even more polished. Thank you for watching this series with me once again. Stay tuned for more of our ABC of Excel series. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and like this video. Comment on the video. If you are displeased, comment. Let me see your comment. It's going to help me work better. Thank you and bye for now.